Good morning. Okay, I'm back. Took a trade at the open for the eval and then I walked away. I just got back. Let's do it. Let's have a good day today. At least positive mentally day. That's all I need. So I passed two evals. I copy traded them. Just went short right before the open. Almost got stopped out. And it worked. All right, so do you guys prefer a bigger chart? Because I prefer a bigger chart personally, but then you can't see this. So I don't know. I think I am going to go back to my old layout soon. Maybe that's what I need. Go back to the old school layout, color scheme. This light, the color lights I need. Yeah, how about we turn it green so we have a green day. What do I mean by long road to recovery? 20 accounts. They automatically pay it out on the 15th or so, yeah. Yeah, I might go back to the old school one. You know how I always said, like, I'm gonna redo my my layout, my whole studio. At least I don't know if the background's gonna change because I'm not that creative, but at least my computers and stuff are gonna change. My layout, laptops. I need like a laptop on the side so I could do business work on that. 4 monitors instead of 2. I have everything planned out in a sense, not exactly, but maybe. Like the hardest part is taking time away from trading to do that, unless I buy a second PC and just, do it while. I wish I was thinking about trading this news for evals, but then I was like, usually it's chop for this news. So I was like, typical news gonna just chop me to death. And of course we had a clean move. Now I don't know. I did watch it on my phone, but I don't know if he would have hit the trailing drawdown or not. Probably not. Probably would have worked out. Yeah, I need to get back on the winning streak, but it's gonna be tough. It's much easier to be on the winning streak when you kind of feel confident where the market's gonna go. Now I have no idea. Is this the bounce? Is this just a trap? Like, I have no idea. Versus some days or some months, I feel like I'm just gonna only take longs because I know the market, even though it's going down, it likes to go right back up. So at least I felt confident this way. And now it's like, I mean, I blew the accounts going short yesterday. I mean, it's painful. Let's make sure I don't take 10 contracts. Okay. I mean, the volatility is just insane. I mean, that's 25 points. That's insane. Or maybe we should try the micro strategy. Like, go short now of micros, stop over the highs. If it never makes new highs, just stay in the trade all day, basically. But let's see how much risk that would be for micro. 184, yes, I could risk like 800 bucks. And just hold it short all day. Add 2 winners. Interesting concept. But I would have to feel very confident that today's going to be a day too short. Which I think this might get, you know, erased. Whoa. Don't take breakdowns, boys and girls. Doesn't work. Why does it never work for me? Why long road to recovery? I only have 4 accounts left. And I'm not gonna pass all of them at once. Bum 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 bum. So do I do that? I didn't mean to have a stop there. I'm gonna go short and just basically hold it. We're gonna play around with that, see how it goes. Stop's gonna be above the highs. No target in place. Target is gonna be near the lows. Add to winner. See if that works. At least we won't have to stress about trading too much today. Basically just picking direction and hoping that the market follows through. If it goes up, then I'll get stopped out, call it a day. But if it, you know, bounces around and then eventually falls and sells off, it's gonna be good. $55, 200. Can I trade micros on the last day? Yeah, I mean, you should be able to just flip. The only problem is you can't request till the 15th. So if you can't request till the 15th and they see you're not trading, I don't know how they're gonna look at that. We're breaking down a little bit. It's definitely less stressful to be in micros. One account does have double the size though. Maybe I should still use the same size on it. What do you guys think? Whatever at this point. August 15th is when I last time heard Risk Trader. That's when the $85. That's another thing I want to do. Maybe try to get some 150s. I feel like that's the biggest struggle right now is the 50Ks just don't have a lot of drawdown. And yeah, I guess we could trade micros, but even then. I'll add one micro. Bad add. Hourly still looks good. I mean, it does have support here, so this 80 level is definitely a key level. We have the 200 moving average here as well. So I could chop around for a little bit. Pedro, I don't know exactly, to be honest. It shouldn't be a problem. Definitely shouldn't be a problem, and definitely was not a problem until recently, if anything. All right, well, that's a shame. Back to break even here. Was up nicely, but hopefully we're giving it plenty of room to breathe. Just gonna hold it for a couple hours till we get stopped out, or I mean, it could be. Then I would just go on probation for the one payout period, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my trading right now, and I think they understand that their volatility is super huge. But I'm not worried about that at all. And I usually use one mini anyway. Yeah, I know. I know, because I added. Hopefully I don't have to worry about that. I mean, it could make a new high and stop me out and go lower. I mean, that's very common for my luck lately. Like yesterday, that's exactly what happened. I got stopped out, blew the accounts, tanked. Just like I knew it would, but my entry wasn't good enough. Ah, not good. Easy longs off this 200 moving average. And we have a little bit of a trap here from this high, but hopefully it reverses on me before. Otherwise, it's going to be a very short stream. Because these accounts are pretty healthy overall, so I'm not going to risk more than this. So if I get stopped out there, it's going to be one and done. I'm going to lose what I made yesterday, roughly. Was hoping that we would close this news gap, but I guess not. We could do a giveaway if we get to 300 likes, which we never get to anymore because I don't ask for it. And I don't think I'm going to be streaming long enough to do that. But if we get to 300 likes, we will definitely do a giveaway. Let's see, can we fail here? Because we made a new low, maybe. It would be nice for like this area to hold 210s. I mean, I'm using a $140 stop loss. If that's not enough, then it doesn't matter if you use 140 point stop loss or a 40 tick stop loss. If you are wrong on the trade, you're gonna get stopped out, right? I mean, I was up, so let's not forget, I was up 290 ticks. So I guess if I was trading bigger size, I would have taken that off. So that's the difference as well. I don't have VWAP. I don't use VWAP. Did ES really make new highs? If that's the case, then that's gonna be, yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a loss then. This is gonna do exactly the same pattern. Which setup? Am I trading evals now? I traded two. I passed two evals this morning. Yes. I'm just gonna trade evals right at the open. It's my highest percentage pass ratio. Basically my opening range trade, but a little bit different. Here's the moment of truth. Nah, today's gonna be a long day maybe. After this was a positive report, I think that's holding. Chose the wrong direction. Typical. You have a 50-50 chance on a trade like this, and if you get it wrong, that means you're just way off. I've been way off. We're last, I don't know how long, but oh man, we're gonna be done streaming here in 30 minutes, it looks like. Yeah, Raider for sure. Maybe I gotta stick to my strategy, but not use a stop loss. Maybe that's. No, I'm gonna end it because what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna trade anymore, and then that's how you get tempted to trade more. Yeah, Willie, I'm not too worried about that because that's how I find myself, right? Taking a break doesn't do anything for you for the most part. Like you think it does, but it really does not do much unless you really need a reset. But if you're trying to find yourself, the way to find yourself and what you're gonna do is by doing something all the time and then realizing, all right, like how do you think I found my opening range trade? How do you think I found my trap strategy, right? It was by trying some things that I basically like trying these micros. Like I might try this for a couple days. Maybe I'll find something in the reverse where it's like, I mean, I'm not worried about the profits. These accounts are basically just learning vehicles now. They have so much profit in them, the two of them. Now I'm not worried about them in the sense like I don't care about payouts from them. We got stopped out. So that's gonna be it for the day. But like I'm not worried about, you know, I made that much yesterday in these accounts, so it's just like up and down all day and all the time. So it's not too, I mean, this was horrible. I mean, this was a beautiful long. I wish I could get that instead of going short, you know, but I didn't know that. I don't really care about the profit in the PAs, to be honest. I do focus on evals. I'm going to be trading 2 evals every single morning until I get back to 20 accounts. Why didn't I just get out of my short? Because that was my stop loss here. You guys are, Jesus, you guys are hindsight masters. Because that was my stop. Because I didn't want to. Sean, are you like brand new to trading? My account balance is shown on the screen. Dr. Doken, how much payouts do you have? I'm the 26th trader in the first 7 months of the year on Apex, and people are gonna tell me how to trade, right? Well, if your name is not above my name, I don't really care what you say, because apparently we all are in the same boat. Okay, so I'm not saying I'm better than you, is what I'm saying, that you are probably not better than me, even though you might think you are, but we're all in the same boat. We all have our struggles. This is a crazy move. I mean, we haven't seen a move like that to the upside in a few days. We've seen it to the downside yesterday, but not to the upside. I mean, this is straight 220 point move. I mean, that's not something we've seen over the last year, right? This is the first time I'm experiencing this type of movement. So 100 ticks on the micro is $50. Yeah, right? Or is it $20? I forget. I'll have to do the math. We all have struggles, love trading, and hate it at the same time. Yeah. I don't really hate trading. I am getting fed up with it, to be honest. But at the same time, I've been here so many times that it's like, you know, what you like, you don't do this for 6-7 years if you don't like it, right? My solution might be the simplest one of all. Go back to stocks. Come back to futures once things settle down. I mean, that could be one of probably the best options right now, because it would still keep me in the game, and I would get away from futures for a little bit. Just, you know, focus on evals, pass some evals, keep the evals for a month. Don't activate them, but have them ready to activate once I'm ready to come back, and just do it that way. But then on stocks, the risk is much higher. So it's like, do I want to put myself in that, you know? There's no pending payout. Dino, you got that right. I mean, I was up a lot. I mean, I was up what? I was up like $400. I was going for like a home run, obviously. Time to move to FTT? Nope. What is FTT? Like, you guys think like that? This is why like I am so strict in my Discord about people bitching about prop firms, because if you're bitching at a prop firm, you're just playing a victim card. Okay, what does Apex have to do with my shitty trading? right? What did Apex do that my trading is so bad with it, right? Nothing. It's like changing in prop firm is not going to solve your problems unless the prop firm rules don't fit your style. Then that's different, right? That is different. I'm not talking about that, because you got to pick whatever prop firm fits you the best. But just changing a prop firm is not going to change anything, because guess what? On fast track trading, I just blew my accounts, all of them, because it's $1,250 loss. Did Apex ask me to send videos of my trading to prove my payouts? No, they could just watch my stream. Yeah, if you don't like waiting, for me, it doesn't matter, because for me, I know the payouts. The thing is, I'm also in a different situation. This is my first window of payouts that I did not request. Okay, this is my first ever payout window since September that I did not request. So for me, it did not matter how long it took to approve, because my payouts were always 2 times a month, got paid. It didn't matter if I got paid on the 6th, on the 3rd, on the 28th. I didn't really care, as long as I got paid, right? It was still coming really quickly. And now the approvals actually taking longer helped me grow the accounts. To me, it does not matter. Now, if you're never getting payouts, then yeah, getting the first payout does take a little bit longer, and it is seem like it takes forever, because like now, let's say I'm rebuilding from scratch now, which I'm basically am. I gotta build my evals, then I gotta build my PA accounts. I'm probably not getting a payout till end of September, right? From these accounts, if I pass them now and I go into the accounts and do everything right, I'm probably not getting a payout till end of September. Maybe I'll get it September 15th. If I'm very aggressive. But it's a long time, you know, it's a whole month, more than a whole month. Sean, they just paid out $34 million. How are they not legit? People are doing shady shit. Let's start with that. Right? There's people doing shady shit and it affects other people, unfortunately. But that's the problem. It's the shady scams out there that are causing all of this. Now, I don't know how they can improve on... Like, I think they need to make black and white rules. That's number one. Number two, they need to improve on how they, you know, how do they determine someone might not be trading their accounts? Like, there's got to be a way for them to kind of see the reasons as to why someone gets flagged, because obviously majority of the people that do get asked to send the video, they're fine. But there's scams out there. Like, there's no one stopping me from starting a service right now telling you, I mean, I was trading well, let's say, right? You only do this when you're trading well. Like, now it wouldn't work. But let's go back 4 months ago. What would stop me from starting a service and telling you, all right, you're going to give me your login and I'm going to trade your accounts for you and we're going to split the profit? Because I can only trade 20 accounts with Apex. If I trade 10 other people's accounts, I could have 100 accounts. And then they're going to split the profit, right? And that's what these prop firms are dealing with, these scams. Snake eyes, no. The people that got requested a video, it's definitely a small percentage of people. It's just they're the loudest voices, so you hear the most from them. But this is the reality of life. You always hear the negatives, I think, I forget how, there was a statistic on that. How likely... It's something like this. I don't know if this is what I'm looking for, but so when customers are unhappy, there's a 90% chance they won't do the business with the company again, and typically tell 9 to 15 other people about their experience. Some tell 20 or more. It said like it takes roughly 40 positive customer experiences to undo the damage of a single negative review. A customer who has negative experience is highly likely to share that experience by leaving a bad review. A customer who has a positive experience on the other side, or on the other hand, is unlikely to leave a good review. In my experience, only 1 in 10 happy customers leaves a good review. And this is very true. Okay, especially for prop firms. You hear the bad things or the negative things, and it's, I mean, sending a video, if you're legit trading your accounts, what's your worry, right? What do you worry about? Because you're gonna place a camera, which is your phone, on a tripod on your desk. You're gonna film yourself trade. You're gonna make sure you see your hands, your screen, and you're gonna do it. And what's your worry? Trade hard. Yeah, that might turn him off from making more videos. I mean, camera shy, yeah, but you don't even have to be like on camera. You're gonna be in the back of the camera, you know, like just have like camera like out here, so like they see you, but they don't have to like you don't have to. I don't even know. Little Big Bear. We've talked about this before. There's an X button right here, right? So thank you for your input, and I'll see you next time. We'll miss you. What if you lose every trade you take off of yourself? That's the thing. Like, I understand the pressure of trading on camera, like for the first few times, right? So like, that would definitely freak you out a little bit sometimes when you don't have like a set strategy of like black and white rules. You might, like, if you trade based on feel, for example, you might mess up because you got to film yourself. Jesus, what a move. I mean, trading live kind of keeps you, it keeps you more in check. Like, yeah, it's very easy for me right now to go buy 20 evals and try to pass like 10 of them, you know, and just take random trades. But since I'm streaming, I don't want to do that, because guess what? People are gonna be like, oh, you got those evals for free, you know? Like, there's so much negativity in this space right now that's not worth it. So I'd rather just do it slowly, pass 2 at a time, like I did this morning. And I'm not even gonna activate them till I have at least 10 to activate. I think it's because they have the highest payout potential, so they have to be more cautious. Oh yeah, by far. I mean, the amount of money Apex pays, it's not even close to any other prop firm. Can't even come close. All the prop firms all together would not be able to pay out more than Apex. Now, obviously that's not, there's, the reason for that is because Apex has a bigger user base. But in general speaking, I mean, for me, for example, like I would never be able to get these payouts. That's why people say like, oh, why don't you just go to a live account if you're trading so well? This is number one. This is exactly a perfect reason why going to a live account is so difficult, because you go on a down spiral like this and you blow up everything, and then you just want to give up trading. Versus for me, what did I give up? Nothing. My PA accounts, right? I got to restart those, so like I got to rebuild, but I didn't give up any of the money I've made on the payouts. And the only money I count for trading is my payouts. I don't count the money I make day to day. Like yesterday I made 6 grand, today I lost 6 grand. I don't, that's irrelevant to me, right? That's not really, I don't count that as my money. That's just my numbers that I make every day, and I have a goal to make a certain amount of numbers or tokens to get to payout. Trade hard, it's not always that. That's the easy math, right? But it's not always that, because you could lose. What if you're above safety net? What if, you know, you have a trailing drawdown? So a lot of times I lose the accounts at 0. Okay, I don't really lose 2,500 in the accounts. But I guess it's 2,500 from the highest point of the account, so I guess you make a point. Do Apex ever hold your payout on pending? I got approved last time on the 28th of July, so 2 days before the deadline. Yeah, there's good days, bad days. There is good streaks, bad streaks. This is why we are a prop trading traders, right? We're prop traders, I should say, because it's so difficult. If it wasn't so difficult, we would not be trading with prop firms. That's what I want for people to understand. Trading is so hard, and many of you guys have never traded your own accounts, so you don't even realize how difficult trading really is. Because you have a lot less emotions involved. I know you might think that you have a lot of emotions involved for trading prop firms, and there is a good chunk, but once it's real money on the line, it's a way different ballgame. Sometimes you actually might become emotionless because there's so much money in the line, and you're just like, you just freeze and you don't even know what to do. I've been there before as well. Yeah, when I started, there was no prop firms either. I think Top Step was around, but that was very unknown. I mean, futures did not become like popular for the retail traders till about 2019 when the micros came out. Like, I've never heard anyone talk about futures when I was trading small caps. I heard people talk about large caps. I've heard people talk about options, but futures were never talked about. Like, futures are just like a hidden gem at this point. For me, the difficult part is to stay disciplined and be patient. But see, like that's the thing. what makes you disciplined and what makes you patient? If you don't know what your setup is, or you might think what your setup is, but you don't really have that setup. Like right now for me, I like to look for traps, right? So I'm actually might take it with 1 micro and just to practice. But like if we get down to here, I might take it long. One of these, 28 or 256. It's just gonna be 1 micro, so it's not gonna be much of a loss, but just to practice. So I know that setup, and sometimes I have to be patient for it to show up. Sometimes it doesn't show up, so it gets frustrating. Technically speaking, this, I mean, I don't know if this was a trap. I mean, it could have been, but then you have to look at it in a different. No. But that's hard to see until it's. So this is what I would look for now. Yes, solid trader. I waited till the 28th, and you could trade. Why can you trade while pending? You choose not to trade. That's different than you say you can't. The news scandal messed everything up. It's a big candle here, for sure. There's a DJ show in Atlantic City today. I mean, this week, today, and actually today's Thursday already. Oh, today's the last day. Damn. This week is flying by. Jeez. I gotta make sure. Your stops are not working. Okay, now the trap moves to here, 294. The 150Ks are definitely the better accounts, but it's at the end of the day, if you're doing well, you're gonna do well on everything except the 25K. I think the 25K, you just really have no chance. I'm gonna call it a stream, guys, at 11 on the dot. Okay. If I can't trade, at least I want to enjoy my day. You love the 25K even in this market condition? That's interesting. We're going to the moon. That's what's going on. Are you back for 30 year? No, I'm done trading. Green machine, yeah. Start the countdown now. That's why I said 11 and not now, because oh, what an annoying loss. But at least say I was wrong, took the loss, and we're good. Yesterday, I was right, and I took the loss. So, where the hell is the freaking... Oh. If Alpine is down, that means his payouts are only 5 times more. Now, there's gonna be no payouts this month, basically. I mean, maybe something, but pretty much no payouts. My first month with no payouts. I'm gonna see if I could get something with ball knocks and something with these two accounts. These two. I'm gonna request the payout regardless, to be honest. I might not even make any money, but I'm still gonna request a payout. The car is good. Went for a nice drive yesterday in the rain. I tested out the wet mode. I said I was not gonna drive in the rain, but it wasn't like that bad. Is there another streamer who has 100K in payouts? Matt. I don't know who else. Is there anyone else besides Matt? Like, I don't know. I don't know how much Rips has made. Like, he doesn't share like his payouts, I don't think, right? So like it's hard to say. He might be more than me. You like the Koenigsegg better than the Porsche? That's a funny comparison. Yeah, let's compare a $150,000 car to a $3 million car. But what is a Koenigsegg even gonna do? What are you gonna do with the Koenigsegg besides look at it? You could buy, if you want to go fast on the track, you're gonna buy a race car for that money for way cheaper. Did the recent Apex PA rule change affect the way you trade? Yes, but I was actually doing really well with that change. Dakota is not a streamer though. Dakota is part of Top Step, but he hasn't made 300,000 from what I know. But Dakota doesn't count because he doesn't have his own channel, does he? How much money did I make off a rhythmic error? What does that mean? The thing is, like, I've shown from the very beginning my steps, right? So like I've shown my gradual increase in PA counts, increase in payouts, and now I'm struggling again. But I just had a $60,000 month. Like, what am I even complaining about? The only thing is, we have to realize one thing. In trading, prop firms, we're working on the next month. Okay, so right now I am working on September, right? So the reason why I'm not satisfied with the July payout is because that was from June trading and early July. So I've been on a bad streak for like, not a month now, but close to a month. But it's like not a lot of confidence. But there was a period where I was doing really well and I just did not capitalize on it. And I think that's what killed me mentally. Because then I tried to do it and then the market conditions changed and just bad timing of everything. So like I would make one trade, it will be a winner, I would call it a day. I wouldn't go for another trade. There was one day where I got like 4 trades on evals and I was trading my traps and it was 444. I mean, that one day would have made me like, you know, $2,000 per account. But it's like, I just don't push on the days. Or there were so many days in the past. Remember, guys, how like all the trades would have worked, but I moved the stop loss to break even. And then what did I start doing? I started not moving the stop to break even. And then I got killed on every trade. And it's like, it's such a tough, like, it's so hard to adjust in the markets because every time you make an adjustment, you might adjust at the wrong time. What you are doing would be the correct thing to do now. So like I moved my stop losses because my entries were so good and I moved my stop losses and I got killed with the stop loss and then the trade ended up working. And then I move on to not moving my stop losses to break even after being up, let's say 30 ticks out of 60 or whatever. And what would happen then? I would go into 30 tick profit and it would come back for a full loss. And that kept happening. And that's how I blew my first batch of accounts because I went on a pretty much a whole month streak with not losing a single funded account. Right? From May to mid-June. or even later than that. Valdemar, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm definitely long biased. Not that I'm long biased. I just feel more comfortable longing and seeing the patterns on the long side, because technically I'm a short bias trader. I mean, I traded small caps, and for 7 years I only shorted stuff. I never longed. But this is exactly why I love to long. This is like grade A movement. Like, this is beautiful. Like, this is exactly why I like to long. And today I went short because obviously it's a little bit of pressure on me as well with being on stream and going counter trend all the time. Not that I mean, I don't know why I went short. I mean, I felt like it was the more obvious, and probably that's why it was the wrong one, because it was the more obvious one. But like CNEG, there's no traps at all. Like, even if I try to wait for my strategy right now, I would not have a signal. So it's like I have to have another set of rules for an entry. Oh well. At least there was no stress today in trading, you know. That's another thing is the way I traded today gave me zero stress, zero FOMO, zero, you know, revenge trading, none of that feeling, you know. So like, get in, you give it plenty of room to work. If it doesn't work, you're completely wrong. Get the hell out of the market and move on to the next day. But if you guys are short and you need the market to go down, you just let me know and I'll just press that button here, and guaranteed, I can't guarantee it all the way down, but I could guarantee you pretty much 100-point move down. It's crazy how much the market's moving now, though. It's really is. I mean, that's a 350-point move, like nothing. Like for someone that's just starting futures right now, they might think this is normal. And that's the crazy part. There's someone out there that is just starting out in the last 2-3 weeks, and they think this is normal movement. So they're gonna find a way to trade this market maybe, and then they're gonna go into the slow market and they're gonna be like, what the hell is this? They'll quit their jobs. Should I wait for a signal candle? I mean, walking. I mean, if the market started taking this direction, then I would definitely enjoy that, and I think I would get back on track much quicker if the market actually bounced. But who knows if it will. It could just be a pullback, and then we could go right back down. All right, this could just be a pullback, head and shoulders, and go right back down. I mean, there's so much more room to go to the low, you know. Just look what happened in 2023. I mean, we went straight up, basically. I don't think I'm doing a good job now. I can't say that. I'm just trying to not hide from it and just face it. Been here so many times. I mean, so many times in my trading, and it's easy to talk about it when you're past it, but when you're in it, most people don't want to talk about it. That's the biggest thing. You might hear a lot of traders that are successful talk about their struggles after the fact, but when you're in the struggle, it's very easy for them to just hide and shut down, and that's just very normal human behavior, I guess. I have friends like that. Like they could send you P&L every day, and then they don't send you P&L for a day. You're like, oh, what's happening? And you just know right away something's bad. And then maybe they'll recover some, so then they'll send it to you at the end. Nope, no trap. Didn't pull back enough. Mr. Pushup, that's exactly how I am too. I'm very loud when I lose. Prop trading is definitely not more difficult than live trading. Whoever says that is maybe has not experienced both, or is just risking so much capital that the prop firms don't provide enough capital for them to risk that, which could be the case. Like trading life capital today for me on this week, it would not be good. People like to make excuses. That's another thing, is like people like to make excuses. Now you need the right trading tools, right? So if you want to be a small cap trader, you got to trade on the right broker. So there's things out there that make a difference, but for futures, I mean, there's people that risk a lot of money. So if, I guess, but for a small average trader, I think it's much easier to make money on prop firms than it is on the live account. Because on the live account, yes, I could make $2,000 a month, but on the prop firm, I could make $80,000 a month, making the same amount of money. If I make $4,000, needs to be like $4,600 really, but let's call it 5,000 to make the math easy and whatever. If I make $5,000 on the prop firm, I could take out $80,000. Versus on a live account, I only take out 5,000. And then typically on the live account, you want to keep it for a cushion so you could start upping your size. Because trust me, $5,000 is nice until you make 20,000. Once you make 20,000, the 5,000 is not good anymore. Like for me, if the best case scenario and I get to the payout from these accounts, it will be, let's say, 9 grand. That's going to feel like a break-even month for me. Well, you could go to any prop firm that does not have any rules for the most part, you know? Like, think about it. Like, well, I guess they all have some kind of rules, but I don't know. It's hard. It's trading is very difficult, especially futures. It's very volatile. It's very, there's traders out there that say you can't be full-time profitable with trading indices. So ES, NASDAQ, all that stuff. You could only be profitable during like high volatility times, capitulation, but during like actual all year round, it's very hard to be profitable. And they mean that by finding a true edge. It's very hard to find a true edge that works. But multiple account management. Luckily, the prop firm offers you options for that, right? So you have a platform that trades all the accounts for you. So you don't have to trade all the accounts separately. You can trade them all together and you don't have to manage anything. If you want to manage multiple accounts and trade them separately, then yes, it's a little bit more difficult. It gets a little overwhelming. Like, I don't know, I have no idea what my biggest day on this account is. I have no idea what my profit is for this payout window. I have no idea how many days I've traded for this payout window. All those things combined make it very confusing once you have a lot of accounts. Yep, stop outs, stop outs, stop outs. Like, it's been a nightmare. Some people might be doing better. I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked on everyone, but some people might be doing better. Some people might be doing worse. It all depends. Oh, definitely tough. $1 billion trader, you just don't tune in enough. I stream typically for 4 hours a day. So maybe you're not tuning in all the time. My payouts have not increased, really. I mean, all my lives are live. Yeah, last 7, I have not made any money. Volatility has changed. This is my first payout window that I missed since I think September. I mean, let's check. I mean, I don't know. I don't keep track. Let's see. Let's go back. And this is Apex only. Okay, I got payouts from other prop firms. So like, for example, June, July, August, I got a payout from Bullnox. Okay, now we have September. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking from September is my guess. I can't remember. But what I'm trying to say is, did I miss any payout windows since September? So we got September 1st, September 20th. Okay, so that's... Okay, so I missed first payout of November. Okay. But I still got a payout in November. December 4th. I skipped the payout in December 2nd because I wanted to take the second payout of December because I wanted to take it out in 2024 for taxes. Okay. 5th, 18th, February is good. March is good. April is good. May. Okay, so May I only took out first half. June I took out both. Okay, so I missed a couple payout windows, but I didn't miss any months in September. July. Yeah. So this is my first month I have a high chance of not getting a single payout. Now, the month is still young, so I could still get a payout from Bullnox. I got 2 accounts I got to activate. And I could still get a payout from these accounts if I do well, right? So there's still a chance, but I just don't see myself. Yeah, 1 billion trader. I mean, it's normal because when you just tune into a live stream, you don't know how the trader's trading. You don't know anything. So there's some people here for the last month or so that will call me a comeback king. I don't know why that came back or where that came from, but apparently oftentimes I'll be red on the day and I come back to green. So you might be tuning into the stream when I'm red, and then by the end of the stream I'm green, right? So there's that. Typically I post the P&L in the live stream as well, like in the title at the end of the day, so you could kind of see what I've made. But for example, yesterday I made $2,000 on this account. I made more money yesterday than I lost, or about the same what I lost here. So it's about the same. It's break even on these accounts. Is it possible to open 10 accounts with a broker and use a trade copier with them? There will be no difference. What's the difference between having 10 accounts versus having 1 account? Yeah, you're gonna pay market data for all the accounts. I don't think that would be worth it because at the end of the day, you're still risking the capital. So it's the difference why it works with prop firms, right? You have 50K accounts. You have $2,500 worth of risk or the drawdown. If you trade 20 accounts, you have $50,000 worth of drawdown. That is why having multiple accounts is better. Also, obviously, you're limited to what you could get in payouts. So having 20 accounts, you could take out 40K instead of 2K per payout window. So it's a big difference. When you trade a live account, I mean, what's the difference? Just trade one account, you know, with 10 contracts instead, and it's going to be the same thing. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to try to just get back to it tomorrow. I mean, there's not much I could do. Just got to survive, not spend too much money on evals and PA fees, and just wait for the market to, it's going to come back to normal. And the only problem that I see right now is elections. So it might take a little bit longer, but it's going to come back to its normal slow pace. And I think we'll be fine. Being biased right now in the market is just not, it's not easy. Because I was short biased, got stopped out. Didn't matter, see? If I use a 30 tick stop loss, or if I used, here I even used 700 tick stop loss, and I still got stopped out. Just think about it. If you're wrong in this market, you're going to be wrong. Now, but see, and there's times where I'm so right and I get stopped out and it goes in my direction. So that's what I was thinking here. Maybe it will just go to here and it will reverse. Maybe it will just, reject this and reverse. Like, I didn't know, but I'm glad I stopped out what I did. Psychologically, you're still gonna lose $2,000. It's still your money. It's different. Prop firms, it's not your money. With a live account, it is your money. So but I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate the support. I know it's been rough, and it's going to be rough for the next, I don't know how long, but the market is just completely different and I can't figure it out. I can't seem to figure the market out myself. How can I get lifetime 150K? If you purchase a 150K account right now and you pass it before, it's $40 to buy the eval, and then if you pass it before August 15th, you could activate it for $85, and it's gonna cost you $125 altogether. Maybe that's what I should work on, since I'm not in a rush anymore. I can't believe this month is gonna suck so bad. But I can't dwell on it too much. I gotta focus. I gotta focus and build for Q4, right? That's where the money's gonna be made, in Q4. I don't need to make all that much. As long as I make, my $20,000, $30,000 a month, I'm more than happy. It's been a rough few days, few weeks, but I'll see everyone. I have weddings tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So I have 3 weddings this weekend. So Again, just working like a slave, but being busy with DJing right now is actually helpful. It takes my mind off of this. Like, I don't get to think about trading for the whole weekend and dwell on the bad. It sucks when I can't enjoy the good, but when it's the bad, then I love it because I don't have to worry about it. And I have money coming in all the time. So it's like, you mean the notifications, Nathan? If you're new to my channel, which I know we had a lot of new people yesterday, I am a wedding DJ full time. So entries, exits, that's settings and visual trading. AD, yes, you can. I guess I'll see everyone tomorrow. Unless I don't think I'm gonna come back today. If I'm bored later, maybe I'll come back. But again, I don't know what I would need to do to be bored later on. I got so much to do. Be safe out there. It looks like it's getting finally some consolidation, some slower movement. I mean, the last still 81 points though, but maybe we'll get a reversal. All right, guys. See ya. Adios. Sorry, guys, for the poor performance lately, but it's part of the journey, and that's what I'm here to show. It's not easy, and we have our ups and downs. Later, guys. Yep, I'll be here tomorrow. It's gonna be a short stream as well tomorrow because of work, but I'll be here. Later, guys.